Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Master Sergeant Dylan Bryan, Florida Highway Patrol, Troop G Public Affairs Office. Just after 6 o'clock this morning, we received a call in reference to a hit-and-run traffic crash near US 17 in Timuquana. Shortly after that, the suspect vehicle in that crash fled southbound on US 17 and attempted to gain access into NAS Jacksonville through the Birmingham gate. At that time, he proceeded through the gantry station, past the sentries that are there guarding the gate, and at that time they initiated the crash attenuator or the security perimeter, and that was deployed and subsequently stopped the vehicle. As a result of that traffic crash, unfortunately the suspect sustained fatal injuries, so this is a fatal traffic investigation that we're currently working. And then a second vehicle was also involved. As the gentleman entered onto the campus, he sideswiped another SUV and proceeded into that attenuator. So currently right now we have numerous investigators on scene. NCIS, the Department of Defense, U.S. Navy Police is all on site assisting with this investigation, but the Florida Highway Patrol is obviously the lead investigation and will be handling it accordingly. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is on site assisting as well. We have additional troopers on scene trying to assist with this traffic backup that we currently are experiencing here on US 17. As you know, the Birmingham gate is closed, and all access is going through the commercial gate as well as Yorktown gate. So we do have a pretty significant traffic delay in the area, so we do ask people to find an alternate route if possible. All right, any questions?
Just for context, where was the hit and run situation compared to where we are right now?
The hit and run, the initial hit and run was near US 17 at Timuquana, which is just up the road, just a couple of miles away north of this location. Again, the suspect from that initial crash attempted to gain access to the base, sideswiped another vehicle, and then of course went into the crash attenuator.
What are some factors that you'll be looking into as part of the investigations and questions that you're going to be looking into?
Well, some of the things we're looking at, obviously is the what, when, where, and why. We want to find out exactly what he was doing, that led to the initial crash investigation, as well as why he was trying to gain access to NAS Jax. At this time, we don't think it was any type of intentional act as far as an intentional breach of a U.S. government facility, meaning any type of domestic terrorism or anything like that. None of that is suspected at this time, but of course we do have investigators from other agencies here that's just going to verify that information. But we're just trying to find out, the why things like this occurred, and then of course exactly how.
So the person that was involved in the hit and run, are they okay? Were they injured at all?
No other injuries were involved from any of the other contact from the vehicles. But again, unfortunately, the suspect in this vehicle is currently deceased, was declared deceased on scene after that collision with the crash attenuator.
So it's two parts. On the initial crash, can you describe was the second car just going through the intersection, this guy came flying through and sideswiped or something like that? Can you talk about that? And then second part is, when he crashed through here, did the sentries deploy anything? Did they shoot? Did they gas? Any sort of whatever they might do?
So for the first part of your question, that investigation is still ongoing. We're still contacting or still in the process of working that collision. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is actually handling that one. So we'll get that information. In regards to on campus, the sentry's response, from what I'm told, was by policy. At this time, we do not suspect shots were fired or lethal force was initiated, but that is being confirmed as we speak. We have the medical examiner's office also en route as well. But as far as I know at this point, it was just the security breach barricade and the crash attenuator that was deployed and subsequently stopping the vehicle that was trying to gain access to the facility.
Any approximate how fast he was coming through?
Not at this time.
The SUV that was sideswiped here, any injuries related to that?
No, ma'am. No other injuries were involved from any of the other vehicles that were struck.
Could you recap what vehicle the driver who passed away was driving?
Yes, ma'am. So currently on scene at the crash attenuator, we have a Nissan Altima. It looks like it's dark blue in color. That's the one that the suspect was driving in this case. And then there's also another large truck, four-wheel drive truck, a Ford, that was also involved striking that attenuator, but no injuries were involved with that.
And that vehicle's still here?
Yes, ma'am.
And then to confirm, the hit and run, that involved two cars. It wasn't like a pedestrian that was hit, right?
To my knowledge, it was 2 vehicles, and then the suspect fled. That crash scene was coming this direction. That's correct.
Any suspect information you can give us right now?
Is he local?
No, ma'am, not at this time. It does appear that he is local. We do know he's a black male, unknown age at this time. Personal identifying information other than that won't be released at this point, but if it becomes available, we'll release that accordingly.
And just confirming, NAS sent out a statement that, as far as you know, no affiliation with the military, no ties to the military.
I'm not sure of what was sent out from the base or what kind of verbiage they were using or statements, but as of this point right now in our investigation, we do not believe that the suspect is involved in the military, is not an active member nor retired member of such. We just believe he, at this point, was just trying to evade the initial collision and decided to turn left in Birmingham Gate. Probably didn't realize what it was, but again, that's speculation. But that's the reason why we're out here on scene and investigating and trying to find out exactly what happened and why.
What do you want to tell drivers as they're making their way through this traffic? Obviously, it's going to continue for a while.
Yeah, so in regards to the traffic, we appreciate the assistance with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, but we do expect an extended delay for quite some time. If you're in this traffic, be patient. We're trying to work it, get you out of here as quickly as possible, get you from point A to point B. Most of this traffic is still trying to gain access to the base. Obviously with the type of protocols that occurred today, base restriction is a little bit, or the identification of gaining access to that is a little bit different. But again, just be patient. Use caution and limit the number of distractions while you're driving. If you're coming through this area or anticipate coming through the area, I suggest seeking an alternate route. That way you can avoid this altogether. Great. Thank you.
Thank you.